stood out the most to you, kind of with our model comparatively to the other folks you've been working with before?
Yeah, I mean, with you guys, you're willing to put your money where your mouth is. I do not buy a lead unless I know it has been spoken to by a real person to confirm that they want to sell. And not that they want to just sell, but they want to sell off market. As a wholesale guy, that's extremely important to me. No other PPL provider has been willing to do that. You guys are willing to pre-vet these leads, requiring that seller to be on the phone with one of your team members to confirm they want to sell before I spend any money on it. No one else I've found has been willing to do that, and that's why I'm buying them from you.
What was your average contact rate, working with these other providers?
I mean, honestly, 60% would respond, 40% were immediately kind of shit.
Jeez, and you mentioned you've been seeing, 90% with us?
Across the board, 90%. The fact that you guys pre-vet the leads, I know that it has been talked to by a real person and confirmed that the seller does want to sell off market. The contact information is there, the motivation's there. We get a hold of these people at a 90% rate, and honestly, the 10% that we don't get a hold of is probably our fault for not reaching out quick enough.
Why do you think contact rate matters so much at volume?
Well, you spend a whole bunch of time talking to tire kickers every day, and your results are going to be congruent with that. You spend a whole bunch of time talking to pre-vetted leads where we know they have a property that they want to sell off market. The results are going to show.
Has this improved your acquisition team's efficiency?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that only 1 in 10 leads are going to be people who maybe aren't super motivated compared to 5 out of 10 leads from these other providers. Yeah, we're spending less time talking to tire kickers, right? That's every real estate investor's worst nightmare. The name of the game is the best quality leads as fast as you can get them at volume, which you guys can provide, and just having good conversations, quality conversations every day. I mean, you spend an hour talking to a tire kicker, that's an hour you don't get back. You spend an hour talking to a motivated lead that's been pre-vetted, you're going to make some money.
How many deals are you guys actively doing on a month-to-month basis?
Month-to-month right now, we're doing 5 wholesales, right? Between 5 and 7.
What would you say to someone who's skeptical about pay-per-lead?
Yeah, I would say you should be, and you should investigate that pay-per-lead company and see how they actually present the leads to you, how they market to those leads, right? With Lincoln, I grilled him. I asked him, where are the leads coming from? He told me. When it comes over to my CRM through the automations, it actually shows me the marketing funnel that they came from. The fact that Lincoln explained to me how he has a team of VAs who are pre-vetting these leads, that takes care of half the battle of getting some recycled bullshit PPL lead that's been passed around by 5 of these PPL companies. You should be very skeptical of PPL leads, and you should dig into how they're running their ads, how they're passing off your leads. RevScalers have been very transparent with that the whole time and very open and honest about how they do that, and they've been willing to work with me to make improvements.
Max, would you recommend RevScalers to other investors?
Pre-vetted leads, cheap pricing compared to what you're getting, honesty and integrity from the company. Fuck yes.